everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dana, aka Blondie Knots here on YouTube, and today we are gonna do some market inventory clear out. I really don't have an entire game plan for this video, but basically my only plan today is to feel a little bit more prepped for the upcoming market season. All my market stuff is here behind me, and it is all very much set for my spring summer shows that I had, and a lot of them I actually didn't even get around to going to this year, unfortunately, just because of the move and all that stuff. So I feel like I have a little more spring summer inventory in my bins than I would like to have. So I really just want to pull out all this stuff with you, kind of go through it, see what we need to box away for spring and summer next year, see what we kind of need for fall so we can make a little checklist and just really start to feel a little more organized with our upcoming market season just around the corner. So I thought that was something we could do together. I did get set up a little bit in this corner. I have kind of like, we'll call it an observation table, where I figured we could just put the bin on here and then you and I can go through it together. We can kind of figure out what we have in here right now and what we don't need in here anymore and what we need to put in here to make our fall winter market season as successful as possible. So we are just gonna start from the top, I guess, and work our way down. I guess we'll probably end up doing these bins last if we have time. This is just prop setup stuff, so it's not that important, but I figured I'd bring that over just in case we have some time. I'm actually gonna bring you a little bit closer because I feel like you're a little too far, and I'll just work kind of down lower than I anticipated originally. Okay, I feel like this setup will work a little bit better for us today, but I do have my first bin here, so I will just go through this and pull things out and we can walk through everything together and then we'll reset it. And I have an extra bin right here. We'll put all of our spring and summer stuff we're not gonna need for this market season in this bin here. So this will also be a good time for us to check inventory. And I forgot my notebook. I came very unprepared. One more second. Okay, I got my notebook here for inventory. We'll have a good idea of what we have left in here after we clear it all out. Okay, so first bin we're gonna dive into will be bin number 1 here. And there is just kind of a lot of mishmash in this bin. We have some table covers in here. We have some random tissue paper. I don't know why. Oh, I actually know why that's in here. And then we have in this box here, I have my rotating keychain stand. So this will definitely be a keep in the box. I always set something up on this. So we'll put this aside here. We have a beige tablecloth, which I actually think I will keep until winter market season, and then I switch to a white because I'm gonna have so many other colors going on. But I think for fall, beige will still be okay. So we'll keep this table cover. And both of these shows I have coming up, I'm only gonna have room for a 6-foot table. And then behind us here, you can see I have my ladder out and the ladder. So that's all the room we'll have for upcoming shows, just in case you're wondering for like how many tablecloths and prop things we'll be needing. This is the base of the keychain stand, so definitely gonna need that. We have another prop in here, which is just a little 3-tiered shelf, and I put my chickens on this, so definitely going to need that again. First thing we are going to be able to put away for now is we have this leafy garland. I typically set this out during spring and summer markets just as, you know, a little bit of layering elements to my booth. So I don't need this for now. We are going to be doing fall leaves, that garland I showed you a couple studio vlogs ago. I'll have to put that in here. Well, actually, I'm gonna put it up here for us for fall, and then we'll repurpose it for market. So I'll just have to remember to grab that when I go to shows. I have 2 placemats in here. I love these for, again, just adding layers and texture to my booth. So definitely gonna hang on to those for this season. I try to get as much neutral things as I can. So a lot of props can go all year round, but there's just a couple of things here and there that we'll find prop wise that won't be able to be reused. So that's all that really is. Next thing we have going on here are some signs. So I have my Venmo Scan Pay sign. I have really considered ordering off of Etsy the acrylic ones that are really nice, but if you are looking to do something on a budget, I just printed this on regular printer paper, and then the dollar store has these acrylic little I think they're just called picture frames, and I just pop them in there. And same thing with this one. This is my mystery box sheet where I show you what you could possibly get in your mystery box. And while some of these kind of speak a little bit summery spring to me, I'm just gonna keep the mystery boxes as is. There's actually just a whole lot of mystery boxes in this particular bin. Let's count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have 13 of these mystery boxes, which sounds good to me. I'm just gonna write 13 question mark boxes. So I have an idea of how many of those I need and that I do not need to make any more, at least for this upcoming show here. I have some new trinket dishes I need to price tag and put back in the bin because those can kind of go all year. I have a sale bin, so I do have that stuff here. And then I only have, of my, I think I had 15 Yip Yips, I only have 3 left. Oh, but they're Halloween colors.
How about that?
So that's cool. Okay, we will definitely keep these out for this market season. I think we can definitely get rid of those guys there. We have 1 bucket hat left. We have 1 of my koozie patterns, but this one's kind of springy, summer to me a little bit. I'll have to really think on that, but I might put this away for next year. Definitely putting the bucket hat away for next year. So just pop that over there. I have a mirror for when people try on hats. There you are. Hi. I still have, which how these were gonna hit, I literally have no idea, but I still have my cute little carrot bundles, which are just so adorable. I cannot believe these weren't purchased. Any of these. I have 3 and I still have 3. They were priced at $23, which I felt like was pretty good for 3 carrots in an adorable bundle. And typically I do bring these in my sales bucket, but I'm just gonna put these away till next year. I feel like I don't want to have too much seasonal stuff for other seasons. It just feels like it's too much. I don't know. I do have 2 bookmarks in here. I'm just going to put those up there. Yeah, all this stuff. I'm actually just going to pop this all for next season and we'll see what happens with those. There's just a lot of props in here. Okay, I have, let's see, 1, 2 little clips left. You know, they're both neutral, the ones I have left. The color ones were a hit, but we do have 2 of the neutrals, which I feel like were the cuter ones for me personally. I don't know, but maybe we will bring these. We have all of our signage that are in here. So this is why I really wanted to go through this, because I didn't make it to all my spring summer shows. I have so many little purses left over because I made 2 of every colorway I had for backup stuff. So I have like really cute granny square purses. All of them are lined too, by the way. Like they all have really cute linings in them, but they're so spring summer. So unfortunately, like maybe these 2 could pass, maybe these 3 actually. Probably these 3 could pass for fall time of year. Definitely that one. So maybe I'll put these 3 over here, and then I'll probably honestly just list these on Etsy for a discounted price, just in case someone does still want to buy like a more spring summer bag. But they are so cute inside. I just absolutely love these, and I'm sure if I would have made it to more shows, they all would have sold out. We'll put these over here and then we will list them on Etsy. We'll have to try to remember that. I do have 2 sets of twinkle lights in here. I like to bring those just in case I want to add some magic into my booth. You never know. Okay, we don't need any of these. Well, we do need this one. This is our lavender bookmark sign. Lavender bookmarks, guys, are a staple for me at markets. People absolutely love them, so that's a good one to have. Bucket hats are 2 summer, and then we have flower claw clip. For the 2 that I have, I'm not going to put a sign out for them. And then last thing I have in here is my book that I put out for my lavender bookmarks because it's purple and I feel like it's really cute. So let me just pack this bin back up really fast because that is everything that needed to come out of it. I'm already starting to feel a little bit better about getting this done, but I'll repack all the keep stuff in here, and then that way we can just add to it after. Okay, lots of leftover space in here, but that is a good thing. That's what we wanted, so we can refill it with new things. I did keep out 2 of the signs because I'm going to fallify these signs and make them more appropriate for, you know, what we'll be selling now, which will be pumpkins, ghosts, things like that. So I'm gonna turn these into new signs. They're just little chalkboard boards. I get them at the Dollar Tree. Very awesome because they're so customizable. And then I do have a chalk that doesn't smear, so like on the ones I want to keep, it doesn't come off at all, which is awesome. This sign I made probably like 1.5 years ago and nothing's happened to it, so that's awesome. And also my chicken sign too, so love that. But what I'm really curious to see is getting to my chickens. I want to see how many chickens I have. I feel like at my last show I sold so many chickens, seriously. So we will have to see. I also kept all the bags out because I am going to look at the prices on that and see if I want to adjust them at all or something like that. Our next spin is up and ready for peeking. We have way more trinket dishes in here, and honestly I think in this one we'll keep the mushrooms good. I have 1 8-ball one left from last time, but as far as these ones go, I don't know that I'll keep the flowers just because it's kind of summery and I really don't want my booth to look summery right now. So, okay, I'll just put these all back in the bag. These 2 I'm going to put to the other side for sures, but I'll just put these aside right now and kind of see how I feel about them later, if I want those or not. Another really awesome little stand that I use at shows just goes like this. Very nice little 2-tier stand. Here is our table runner for spring and summer. It is obviously flowers and it is obviously spring and summer, so we'll pop that away for later and we'll get out our burlap one, which might actually be around, yes, this one. I love this little burlap table runner, so we'll put that over there. And then, okay, I haven't looked at this stuff in so long, it's so weird to be pulling it all back out again, but this bin has a lot more plushy stuff in it. Let's take a look at what we have in here. We have 1 sunflower turtle, which he's pretty cute. I think we'll probably bring him again. We have my poor bunnies that didn't even sell with the, oops. We have my poor bunnies that didn't sell with the glasses on, which how? I have no idea. They are so adorable, but lots of bunnies. Well, 3 bunnies left. So we are going to put those in our, well, these ones we could probably clearance out. We can try to do that. So maybe we will do a small clearance bin. Okay, we'll put the rabbits in a clearance bin. See how they go at this upcoming show. We have another turtle. He's very spring summery again, and I'll put him to the side to think about him. A market favorite are these newborn beanies. Definitely love these and are probably gonna need to make many more of these. So we definitely have at least 2. I'm gonna put them over here so that I can remember. 1 more bucket hat. I have some purses and tote bags here that I might consider also listing on Etsy or bringing and seeing what happens. I'll definitely bring a few, I think. Like some of these, I have quite a few actually. Some of these are really cute and I don't even know how I still have them. I have this one market bag that I put these little bread charms on, croissants, stuff like that. This one I have listed for $35 because I was just trying to clearance it out. It cost me way more than that to make it, but you know how sometimes it just gets like that. So I'll probably put this one back in here to bring just to see. I have this Granny Square Heart tote bag. This one is unlined and I have this one listed for super, yeah, this one's only $40, which again, I feel like is pretty cheap, but we'll bring it and see what happens. I might even have to lower the price on this one just because it's not selling for some reason. The bags are kind of a hard sell for some reason. I have this one, which is really cute. Yeah, this one's so cheap. This one's $35, but again, it is unlined, except for the inside is like pretty solid, so it's not too bad. We'll bring this one just to see what happens. Then we have like this one's awesome. This wavy one has a liner in it. Love that one. And we have this one. which actually is probably online too, I think this one is. Yeah, and this is just a cute little checkered bag. This one was for $40 as well, but it is online, and maybe I will bring the price down on this just to simply get rid of it. I thought it was like a cute Blue's Clues moment, but what do I know? We have in here too, we have a couple Granny Square book covers. These are the only two I have left. I had quite a few to begin with when I very first made them, and then I just kind of never made any more. So I did have a plan for these frogs because I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3 frogs left. The frogs are always a hit for some reason, but I do have 3 left, and I think I might put a little pumpkin in their hand instead of the flowers. So I'll probably put the flowers out, pop them in the no-go bin, and then we can add some pumpkins to kind of like fallify our little cute frogs. So that is that plan. I have 4 little phone bags left. Again, might just list these on Etsy and see how they go. They're just so bright and colorful and cute, and I don't know that I want, you know, I want my booth to look very, like I said, very full. So I'm not sure about that. And I have 1 Granny Square fanny pack left, also lined, and I believe actually this one is on Etsy, and I have it on sale right now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, maybe for $70 or something like that. But it is super cute. I have a little sequence there. I even put like a little cute strawberry there. But so anyway, that is on Etsy in case you're interested in it. But other than that, I might try to pop these on Etsy just to see what happens. And we found 2 more bear hats. This might be all the bear hats we have left, so we don't have a lot at all. That's just 4, which is not nearly enough. 1 pink, 1 blue, 1 white, and 1 gray. I'll probably make a couple more gray, maybe get like a green going or something. I feel like that's a very popular color this year for babies. So we'll see about that. I have a couple little mushroom ornaments that I still have. We'll bring those because the color scheme matches. 1 more there. Some strawberry keychains that I will put away for next season. This is a difficult one to decide whether or not to bring because she's so beautiful. She's also very big. I have her listed for $90, which is like 0% markup on her even, I think. I think she's like just about when I priced her out, if I'm remembering correctly. I only did for my time and material, which is not what I typically do. I always add a markup, but I really wanted her to find a good home. She's also on my Etsy with free shipping, I think. So she really needs a good home, but she's so cute. It's hard to say if I'll bring her or not. I don't know. We'll see. I have some succulents left. I just actually have a couple. I only have 4 left. We'll bring these and see what happens. And the last couple things we have in here are 1 mouse snuggler in overalls. I modified the Mama Made Minis pattern for overalls on this guy, and he's just so precious. These sell so well for me at my Christmas shows. I think last year of the mouse snugglers, I maybe sold like 15 or something in 3 shows. So many of these sold. It was crazy. But this is so cute, and I just have 1 little mouse left, which is so sad to just have 1, but he'll obviously come, and he's in perfect colors for fall, so we love that. I don't know that we'll get around to having more time to make 1 more. I would make another one in green overalls. The green overalls always goes first, or the blue, I think. Green or blue, it's kind of a tie. This is just packed to the gills with scrunchies. This is something I always just, when I have some extra velvet yarn, you know, I just whip up a quick scrunchie to throw in here. This never really gets depleted, and so we'll have plenty of scrunchies to put up. And then last thing in here are chickens. So we only have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 chickens left out of, I think we had 25 last show, something like that. We don't need any more gray, in my opinion. Gray is always the last color of the chickens to go, and I have 3 in gray. Look how cute. I'm not gonna make any more brown because this particular brown yarn I got for some reason works up so big. So these girls are
Big girls.
but they're actually my favorite. I love the green eyes on the brown chicken. I just think they are gorgeous. And this one's name is Margaret, and this one's name is Evelyn. Just a fun fact, I name all my chickens for shows, and so every single one has their own personality that way. So colors we definitely need to make more of. We need more white. White tends to seem to be my best seller for chickens. Believe it or not, I thought these would sell the least, but they actually sell the most. So this, we have one white one. Her name is Trisha. So we just have her left for white. Two of the black speckled, which are some of my favorites as well. So we have one Dorothy here and we have an Edith, but we'll need to make a couple more chickens if we can get around to that. Let's see here. One of my favorite colorway, which is that
golden shower
color, and this is Lucy. So we have one Lucy left. Anyway, so we'll definitely try to get around to making some more of those girls. I feel good seeing what I have. So really quickly, let me write down what I have available to bring to my next show. We'll repack this bin. We'll go over props and we will make a plan to be successful next week market prepping. One last thing, in my extras bin from last year, I have all these beanies here. So I just have a couple in like a newborn size here. So I'm just gonna add all of these into, I have 2 chicken beanies left over. These were a huge hit last year. So we'll bring those since, you know, it's gonna start getting colder here and people can start whipping out the headbands and the beanies and all that good stuff. Or if people wanna get them for Christmas gifts, you know, my early shoppers, definitely make sure I have those for them. And then these are all in baby size here. I do have a couple more I had to put into a needs to be tagged bin because they don't have any price tags on them. And they also don't have a little tag here. I need to add one of those onto them too. So that's good. We did find some more, you know, wintry fall things to add to our bin. I'm actually feeling a lot better about the bin now that we've been able to go through it together. I was really thinking I almost had nothing. And so I feel a lot better about this now, which is exactly what the point of this video was. If you remember the other week when I gave you my little haul of Dollar Tree and Michael's and stuff, I did end up buying this guy and he's just gonna be booth display. So I'm just gonna take his little tag off and I'm just gonna drop him in this box too because there is some room and then that way he'll be ready to go to the show. Everything else still requires a little bit of DIY, so we'll do that together next week's video and then we can pop that in the bin too, but at least that is in here and I feel good about that. Okay, now it looks like we can go through all of our prop stuff and again, just filter out what we don't need. So let me get set up with our props and we can kind of just filter through those really quick. Should only take about a minute or so, I think, to do that. All right, first crate, very easy crate to go through and see. Obviously, we just have all of these awesome little containers that I got at Michael's on clearance. I think I told you guys about these a long time ago if you're a longer time viewer, but I actually don't need any of these because I use these just for flowers. And since I'm not gonna have any flowers, I'm gonna be able to put these all aside, which is awesome because they're so hard to pack for markets. So that's good news. Bin 2 here with props. We have just a couple little things. I have this black, what is this even? It's almost like for a coffee table tray, I think. But I don't know that this will be necessary, although it is black, which is kind of nice. We're gonna have a lot of like pumpkin stuff and things like that that don't need containers like a lot of my spring stuff does. So I think I'm gonna pass on this for this particular season. I have some hardware for my 3-tiered stand. It's actually a cake stand. This is the smallest tier and then you just put it together at the show, which makes it easy for packing up. This I'm definitely gonna bring because I can definitely stack some pumpkins up and I think that will be very helpful. So definitely plan on bringing that. I have my white tablecloth in here like I was telling you that I use for Christmas. Obviously I don't need that right now. And then again, we just have lots of these little containers here, which are typically pretty good to have. This I'm gonna pass on too for right now. Just this beaded detail kind of feels a little summery and also just unnecessary at the moment, to be honest. I actually also think the wire basket I'm gonna pass on too. So I'll just bring these 3 woven ones and then this little one that I may or may not end up using. I never really know until I get to the show or till I do a mock setup at my house. And I haven't obviously done that yet with my fall stuff. So we won't really know for sure if we need that. But that's all we have left in here now. So that bin's quite empty. I feel like for my winter and fall shows, I don't need as many props just because, like I said, we do a lot of pumpkins and stuff like that. And so they kind of add their own elements of tiering, if you will. So we don't have everything laying as flat. Like when I have a lot of purses and stuff, it's very hard to make that all fit on a table. They just take up so much real estate horizontally instead of being able to build vertically on them. So that's kind of why I feel like I'm able to weed a lot of this stuff out for the fall and winter months, which is also a really good thing. It's a lot easier to haul when you don't have a bunch of bins that look like this. So this is our last bin here of props. This is hard to say if we'll need it. I'll probably pack it just because it does have a little bit of an elevation. Every now and then you need those. So we will put that to the side for a keep. These bins always tend to be a tried and true for me. They just fit things so nicely and I love using them. I always have these out on the table. So definitely bringing both of these. Here's the other layers to the cake stand. So I'll just pop those in this one. Here is my very official, very sophisticated calculator. I always bring a calculator because once I get overwhelmed, math doesn't work in my head anymore. Plus, I always like to double check my work. So here's my calculator. My husband always laughs at it because it's so silly and childish looking, but I just love it. And I love like sitting there like punching numbers like that into this. It's funny and it's cute and I like having it at my booth because people do tend to see it a lot. And so it's just fun to have something kind of cute. I have 2 more flower containers. Like I told you, I had a lot of flowers in the spring summer season, so I needed a bunch of those. So again, another thing I don't need, which yay. I have my little bicycle that I will typically put a frog in. I think I'll try to bring him for the fall. This is kind of cute and it can be like cute in the leaves, I think. We'll bring the bike just for fun. If we think it's too springy summery, we don't even have to set it up. So we'll just kind of see. And then this I have too. I don't know that I have anything I need to hang on this. Every now and then I hang like Christmas ornaments and things of that nature on here, keychains. Again, I don't really know how many of those I'll have, so I'll put this in here for now, but I don't really know that we'll need that. All right, and just like that, that bin is all done as well. So as I mentioned, we do have the leaf garland we need to add into here and then a couple other little fall props that we bought at Dollar Tree the other day, but next week when we do a market prep video, we will make sure it all fits into our booth before we pack it away. So all that stuff is just off to the side right now. This was just kind of like my initial go through and figure out. Also, you can clearly tell our signs behind us, our chalk signs, are going to have to be redone. This is my current sign that I did for spring and summer, and I loved it for that, but I am so over it now because I am just ready to make it very pumpkin-y and cozy and fall-like. Here's the back of it. Hopefully you can, there you go. I think you can see it now. Just very summery and springy, and I'm ready to move on. For the tiered ladder, I do have this sign. I'm considering maybe doing something a little bit different with this. For some reason, the smaller the sign, the harder it is for me to design because the chalk markers are just so thick that it's hard for me to get like, you know, little details in here. So I might keep this, but I really have a cute idea for it that I'll tell you guys about next week when we're redecorating signs and stuff. So maybe we'll change this, but this has been my sign for here for the last year. I have never changed it. We'll see. Kind of over it, kind of think it's cute still. I don't really know. Okay guys, since we got that all accomplished today and I'm feeling good, I thought really quick before I let you go, we would go over an inventory checklist kind of what I have plans to make this week with you, because although you won't see our market prep video till this Monday coming up, I have to start this tomorrow. So this will be starting tomorrow what I think I need to make in order to feel most confident going into market season. So the first thing I had on the list was business cards. I was running so super low on business cards, so I did order those last night and they will be here in time, which is good. Our market's on the 21st, I think, so we still have plenty of time, which is great. But this week I want to try to make a couple of things. So definitely pumpkins is number one. Another thing I really want to try to make for this market is some ghosts. I know that this is still September, but I feel like we could kind of sell some Halloween stuff at this show. So I am gonna put ghosts on here because I think people will start decorating for Halloween, like honestly starting now and then into October 1st. So that will be right around the corner from that time. So we'll definitely do some ghosts. Another thing I definitely need to make without a question is more lavender bookmarks. We'll have a heavy focus, probably one entire day just on bookmarks because that's how important they are to me at these shows. And my last item I really want to prioritize making this week with you guys is going to be chickens. So chickens is our final thing on our list. So with all that, I feel like these are going to be our most important and highest priority things we need to accomplish this week. But honestly, I feel like when you write it out like that, it's not that bad. I always just try to put my priorities first, and then once I get through those, anything else I get to is just a huge bonus for me. And so I feel really good about that. I think that is a pretty attainable list. But anyways, guys, I am feeling so much better about that, and I hope if you are also in the process of market prepping, maybe you got a little bit accomplished in this video as well. Slowly but surely, we'll get there. Anyway, I just wanted to thank you for coming along with me and sorting through my bins, sifting through what we have, figuring out what we need. I can't believe we're already getting into fall and winter market season. It's so crazy, but it is the best time of year for markets. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm excited to honestly get back to a market. I think my last market I went to was in March or April, something like that. So it's definitely been a while and I'm ready to go again. I'm feeling very energized and just very excited to get some fall inventory out and just see how it goes, especially considering this venue is a venue I haven't worked before. So we will see. Our next 3 shows are actually at this one, so hopefully it's a good one. Anyway, next week we will tackle a lot more market stuff. We'll get our signs remade, all that good stuff. Even if you're not a market vendor, I really hope you enjoyed this video anyways, because it's fun to just see what people have in their stock, I guess. But with all that being said, guys, thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a great weekend ahead of you. If you're new here and you feel like sticking around, don't forget to subscribe, like the video if you liked it, share this with your other market prepping friends so we can all feel a little bit better. Every single day we do a little more, we can feel a little bit better about the upcoming season. Just remember to have fun with it. That is really what it is all about anyway. Thank you so much for letting me take up a little bit of your time here on the internet today, and I will be seeing you in Monday's video. Bye!